kids in private school when everybody else was under those public school restrictions, all while cracking down on small business owners like yourself and, of course, their kids.
I'm going to turn this down. I am going to watch the recall results live, and I hope if you are out there watching that I hope Kevin Paffrath pulls it off. I'm trying to watch this right here. So we're streaming it. We're going to see. I'm going to pop it up here in the window capture. I'm just trying to... Give me a second here. Let's figure it out. What are we on here? What's the recall? We're looking for something to be live and interactive. They're supposed to have an interactive map on here. All right, so this is it. This is the map. That's what we're looking for. Supposed to update after 11. Let's make sure that this window capture works. Let's pop this off here so we can start to see what's happening. Actually, I'll just do a display capture instead. Let's do that. Bam. All right. And then we'll just put this down here maybe. Oh my God, I'm huge. We can't have that. Let's move it here. It might be kind of hard for you guys to see that, but you know, it's all good. So we're watching it to see when this thing starts. So far we have no votes reported, but it's supposed to start now. I'm 11 o'clock Eastern time, so. Let's see here. Question 1. Will he be recalled? What's going on? If you're joining the show, watching to see if look, I'm rooting here for Kevin Paffrath to come out. But first, they've got to vote to recall this son of a bitch. And then hopefully Kevin comes out on top. Let's see here. 46 freaking candidates. Man, I know he was leading the charge. Kevin Paffrath, let's go, baby. Who you guys got? What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's about to go down? I'm going to pop in this as well. It's getting ugly, dude. So Larry Elder said that he would not accept the if Newsom wins, he says he'll call voter fraud. Listen, man, people, for some reason, people will vote for an incumbent. It's unbelievable, but it happens. So let's see if, I think this is the only map that, yeah, this is the only map so far. All right. But, man, there's no way. If you, look, if you live in California and you're voting for Gavin Newsom, please, please tell me why. Tell me why you would vote for Gavin Newsom. Oh, it's bad, man. It's bad out there. I like a lot of Kevin's policies, so we're watching to see what's going on here. Right now, we don't have anything yet reported, but I've got it up. It's live. We're going to see. I'm going to see if I can find some more information on it as well and see what happens here. Wow, look at that. Los Angeles area poll worker wearing Trump gear removed from voting site. I also find it pretty interesting. I'm going to pop that up over here just so you know I'm not bullshitting you. These are all like live headlines. I find it interesting that in 2021, you cannot even wear and support the previous president of the United States. His attire is inappropriate and unacceptable. That is so crazy. Dude, people hate Trump so much you can't even put on a friggin' hat and a t-shirt and go vote. It's unreal. That's what's happening. Wow. I want to know, man. Kevin, if you're out there, man, I am rooting for you. I'm going to edit my title just for that. Let's see here. I'm going to put in the title, Kevin Paffrath for governor. I like him. Bam, there we go. Let's update that Joker. And then we're going to watch the map, man, and see if they get some... This is like, honestly, I feel like this should be better. App users, click here. To the minute results. That's what I want to see, man. It just keeps giving me this crap. Oh, look at this. Holy shit. They don't have nothing reported. Let's not get excited. This is like the candidacy here. So first they have to vote for this. Right now, with what's being reported, 71% say no. He should remain the governor. Ah. Please tell me that's not. I'm going to blow this up so maybe we can see it a little better on the chart here. How about that? So you can see it behind me just a little bit better. Or we could even maybe do, let's do this. How about that? That works pretty good. And I guess I can just keep hitting it here and just see if it updates. So that's one county, Napa County. I don't know what the population of Napa County is, but Napa County wants to see Gavin Newsom stay in charge. Unbelievable. And that's, you know, we don't know. Yeah, let's just see here, man. Come on, Kevin. Larry Elder leads the charge with people who voted against it. Kevin he's pretty far behind. But that ain't shit, man. Look, how many people is that? That's 36,000 people out of the whole state. That ain't nothing. 36,000 people. 26,000 people that obviously are on drugs because they want Gavin Newsom to stay in freaking office. We can't have that. We cannot have that. I'm going to put up some, let's find some, I'll pull a different tab. We need some exciting music to go with this, because I can't just be here, right? So let's do this one. There we go. All right, now we're in the business. Let's get it exciting. What do we think is gonna happen? I'm just gonna hit refresh. I guess that's what gonna be the best way to do it here. And they just keep popping up ads on Fox freaking News. Is there another site maybe that has a potentially better map? And it doesn't have these stupid ads pop up? CBS. What about calmatters.org? What do they got? They got nothing. All right, let's see what this one is. They got a bunch of freaking ads. That seems loud. Loud for me. Let me turn this down. Is it the same map? Yeah, it's garbage. I mean, why is this not more of a big deal? That's what I want to know. Why is it not more of a big deal? If you're watching the show, let me know who you think's going to pull out. Who's going to win? Right now, we're getting some votes in down here at Ventura County. Right now, Ventura County is looking like 65% reporting. No leads by 29 points. Unreal. Unreal. No leads by 43 points in Napa. Oh my God. Well, look, it's getting better. 65-34. Come on, recall. Give Gavin Newsom the boot, baby. I don't like this, though. I don't like the fact, well, they're just not reporting. I wonder how long it's going to take. Are we going to have all kind of election fraud claims happening? Are we going to have somebody challenge the election? I wonder what's going to happen with all of that. I don't know. You know what? I can do this. Bang. Let's do this because I feel like I'm missing out on some of my stupid ads.
And they can book me online.
I swear. It's because I'm logged into this channel. If I was logged into my my other account, it doesn't have any ads. We're getting some more down there. San Diego. Oh my God. Say it isn't so. Say it isn't so. This is going to happen. If they keep that dude up in here, I swear to God, there's going to be a freaking advertisement on Fox News. Here we go. It's still 61-38. We're getting a little bit better. 39. Larry Elder is still leading the charge. So if they get a Republican governor, when's the last time they had a Republican governor? Schwarzenegger was a Democrat. Pete Wilson. There you go. That was the last one in 99. Pete Wilson. Let's close out a couple of these bad boys. There's no easy way to just refresh this thing, huh? Can't right click it. Stupid. That's dumb. Where's my cinematic? See, I can't hear it on my end because I turned my headphones down, but I know it's there. I don't want to blast your ears out, but my mixer here doesn't show it up as much. So if it's too loud, let me know if it's too loud. Currently. But San Diego, no is leading. Ventura County, no leads. Ooh, no leads by 4 points over here. I don't know how to say that. Merced. I don't know. I would say Merced. Napa County still leads the charge. Oh, Trinity County says give Gavin the boot, baby. Trinity County turns yellow. You see that bad boy right there? Peace out. So now we're at 61-38. Larry Elder's still on this one. This doesn't seem... it's 8%. We're not even going to pay attention to that. 8%. No one cares. 8% ain't shit. What's up? If you're joining the show, who do you got? Type it in the chat. Who you got on the next governor of California? Looks like it's updating there. No leads by 4 points. Dude, come on. Turn yellow. Let's go. Why yellow? Why green and yellow? Yeah, Denver. God, I don't know, man. He did such a bad job. Like, find me one good piece of press surrounding Gavin Newsom. I'll wait. There is none. But, you know, they got Pelosi over there, and if they keep Newsom, so help me. You know, they're just doomed. They're just doomed. There's no sense behind that, behind keeping that man there. He's done a piss poor job through the entire pandemic. He's done nothing but be hypocritical on every mandate. The place is in shambles, man. And there's like no solution. Like, give them a solution. Even if it's, look, here's my thing about politicians and giving you ideas of things they want to do, right? We know that you can't accomplish a lot in 4 years as a president, right? Let's be real. You're going to spend like the first year unfucking some stuff that the president before you did that you didn't like because of identity politics. Then you're going to spend another year coming up with ideas on some shit. And then you're going to spend the last 2 years running for that job again, accomplishing almost nothing. What's up, Leanne Millard? Nice to see you. Everyone knows it's rigged. Oh, come on now. We got 2 yellows in the books. 63-36. I don't know if it's rigged. I know that they all talk about the game about money. I think that Newsom's campaign money, look, you can only campaign so much to change someone's mind, right? And I'm hoping that Kevin made a difference. I mean, right now that's looking a little better. I mean, you're almost 50-50. We're getting, damn, Fresno. It's by 7. That's not much. And that's still not that much reported. Oof, Kevin Faulconer coming up. Kevin Paffrath's getting a little steam, but he needs a lot more steam than that, which is crazy because I thought he was doing in the polling. I thought Kevin Paffrath was the runner-up ahead of Larry Elder. Because to see California go to a Republican state as a governor would be pretty crazy. It is so Democratic in the dense cities on every election. It would be wild to see that thing turn red. And I even questioned Kevin Paffrath running as a Democrat, but you know, because he's not really a Democratic ideologist. So I found that kind of interesting, but I think he just picked a side because it's usually the winning side. At least since '99, right? So right now, Glenn County, 37 points. Trinity County leads by 9. And then the rest is, I mean, look, they're leading by 7, 4, 23. So San Benito, they definitely are Gavin Newsom fans. Santa Clara wants to keep them. San Mateo, definitely. Ventura County, those are big numbers. Orange County, not so much. We'll see. I mean, these are more than half reported right now on these main, you know, that's what they're looking at. They're really looking at Sacramento, San Francisco, Fresno, Los Angeles, and San Diego as the population zone. So if those are predominantly saying to keep Gavin Newsom, then you're keeping Gavin Newsom. But what I'm saying is that, you know, no matter how much money you have, money's not going to change your mind, right? Like, for the people, anyway. Oh, you're in Australia. That's what's up. Yeah, so we do see videos like that. And the problem with them is that we don't know. You can't find out what your vote was. Like, there's nowhere. I think at one point there was, like, if you mail it in or something, you could find out like what was actually registered as you. But man, it's such a touchy subject in America. The voter fraud thing is like super touchy, especially on, like, you know, social media platforms like Facebook's freaking booting people off for all kinds of shit. Twitter, you cannot spread these false claims, as they say. Sorry, we got a freaking ad on here. You can't say it, so it's pretty wild to me. But I don't know. I don't know if it's just the lead is not that big in Fresno, 7 points. Oof. It's getting smoked elsewhere, though. Damn. Kings County. That's good. All right. It's close to Fresno. But still, you're at 70-30, man. That's... Oof, Larry Elder. Jesus. Hey, Kevin Paffrath coming in second. Look, man, I'm not going to be mad at you, Kevin. If you come in second place and they don't recall this dude, job well done. For a young guy under 30 with no political background who honestly has helped people make probably life-changing amounts of money through his courses and his stuff on YouTube and just in person. Job well done for even getting up here. 290, I mean, almost 300,000 votes. That's stout. It's not a million like Larry Elder's got going, but people know him. And honestly, they're probably just voting against a Democrat to an extent, right? So that's good. Lassen County, 63 points. Definitely getting rid of them. I just don't know that we're going to quite see this happen, man. I don't know. I was really gung-ho about it. And what has it got here? Okay. Marshall is sending me some alerts about some open mics coming up. But they keep Gavin Newsom. Oh my God. I just can't. I got off topic. I'm sorry. It happens. Sometimes I turn into a freaking ADD squirrel chaser, you know. But this is where we're at. Man, 44% have been counted, and it doesn't look good. How is it that 44% there's only been 6 million votes? California has a giant population. Huge. It's huge. The population's huge. How is it that there's only been 6 million people? That means 12 million vote. What's the population of California? 36 million people? It's a lot. And keep in mind, I do not live there. Almost 40 million. 40 million, I would like, I mean, at least to see half of them vote in the state you live in for the person who runs it, especially after this shit show of a job he's done. Oh, Fresno's still up 7 points. That could change. Fresno could flip. This one could flip. That's not flipping. Nah, some of these, the coastline. What I like about that is like on the coastline right there. I mean, that's where the big money is, right? Living on the ocean. Big old mansions. They like Gavin Newsom. All these people making movies. Hollywood types living up in here. Printing money. They like Newsom. By the looks of it. Kevin Paffrath coming in hot. 308,000. Dude, that's a lot of people to reach. 300,000 people to vote for you. That's a good bit. Whoa. Gulf Coast, Florida, man of the Gulf Coast. That's a long name, son. It's a long name. Yeah, this probably is long lines, man. I wonder how many people stood in line didn't get to vote. Did they close the polls? How difficult did they make it to vote? Like we just pulled up. Let's see if there's any I'm going to do a refresh here on Google News and see if there's anything that pops up. Any other craziness that pops up in regards to this election. All right. Got the map. California recall hinges on the key issue. No, it doesn't hinge on the key issue. It hinges on the key issue of remove that dude. Oh, man. I'm trying to see if there's anything. Nothing really new here. Full coverage. Let's see. Exit polls show coronavirus, homelessness, top concerns. Yeah, no shit. Top concerns. So many people are homeless and everything is shut down. They have the worst restrictions of any state, and it's the sunniest, best weather climate. Most of this state is in immaculate weather year round. I wouldn't say most of it. Most of where people live in this state, because look, it's obviously got some mountains and some cold and shit up north, but the population zones, the density zones, if they go outside and they, you know, they're healthy, man, they'd have been all right. But no, dude, if I lived on the beach, if I could see the ocean from my house and you told me I couldn't go out there without a mask on, I would punch you in the dick. I swear. I just can't get behind that logic. Kevin Paffrath, 30-37. Larry Elder is definitely taking the V on who would replace him. And I'm still going to say that has a lot to do with them just voting against the Democrat. Because Larry Elder sells some crazy shit, let's be honest. $0 minimum wage. We talked about that on the Free as Fuck show with Marshall. There's so many things, man. Hold up now. We're officially the Sunshine State. We are humid as hell. Yeah, man. Dude, you're right about that. It's humid as shit down there in Florida. But see, if you're in Florida, Florida's just been free, man. They've been the most free. They were like, fuck this, boy. But then again, Florida's population zones are all down the coast as well. They're not real dense populations in the middle of Florida because it's a friggin' swamp. Everyone else is kind of near, you know, good weather. The humidity sucks. We cannot deny the fact that the humidity down there is straight garbage. But the weather's generally nice. Hurricanes aside, the weather's pretty stout. You know? Yeah, freedom with a side of humidity, son. I love it. What's for breakfast in Florida? Fucking freedom. What's for lunch? Freedom. What's for dinner? You guessed it. Fucking freedom. And dessert, you might get COVID, but you're gonna be okay, man. You're gonna be all right. Probably, if not, gators will eat you. Look, man, funeral costs in Florida are on an all-time low. Gators are on the rise. Or snakes. Giant ass snakes. One of those two will get you. I've been to Florida a few times down there. It's just so humid, man. And it's humid up here. Man, I'm in Georgia, so, you know, it gets humid. It don't get Florida humid, and we definitely don't have them Florida. I mean, we got mosquitoes, but not Florida mosquitoes. You know what I'm saying? Them suckers are rough. Kevin Paffrath, the lead. Look at this. So much is not. Let me see where he's leading up here. Larry Elder leads by a lot. Jesus. Jesus. Help him. If nothing else, I would hope that Kevin runs again. If he doesn't win, he will learn and maybe run again, you know? Oh, man. So much green. 48%. Bro. Come on now. If I want someone who's in California who votes for GAVIN NEWSOM to come on my chat. You know what? You could zoom in. You want to Zoom call me and tell me why you would vote for GAVIN NEWSOM to stay governor. Find me one person. Apparently there's 4.5 million people. Find me one person who has a phone and can zoom into this son of a bitch. I want to talk to him. I'm going to read that for you. I actually had an honest conversation with a Democrat California resident who voted Elder, but he says he thinks Elder's scared a few centrists and Dems with a zero minimum wage. Nice have to be honest. Yeah, you know, the $0 minimum wage is a ridiculous idea. I mean, fundamentally, I can step outside the box and go, I understand what you're saying. If you have a $0 minimum wage and just say people can set their own price of what they're willing to pay, and then the other people will set the price of what they're willing to work for, and either, you know, in a money market world, people would outbid each other for the job. They wouldn't go race to the bottom, but we are in a world where people will race to the bottom because a lot of people are just really down on their luck. They're really suffering and they need money. So if I do it for $10, you would do it for $9 because you need the money a little more than I do, and I can't do it for $8, and so it's a race to the bottom. Whereas the minimum wage starts us all off a little bit off the starting line. You know, the problem with the minimum wage idea for me, as far as like a federal thing, is like $15 an hour in Georgia does. You know, you might be able to get a 1-bedroom apartment, maybe. Like $15 an hour ain't gonna go that far. In California, $15 an hour, bro, you live under a bridge. You do not live in a place that has a roof and a toilet. Not for $15 an hour. Look at that. San Bernardino, that's a big one. Fuck. I mean, he leads by 16%. Half of it reported. That's a big one right there. But, yeah, like I said, I think that the votes coming in for him are just people that are just going to vote against the Democrat, which clearly is not enough of them. So at this point, if 31% say to remove him, of those 31%, half of them, give or take, voted for a Republican. That's 15% of people, for just doing roundabout math there. I am in Georgia, so I am northeast Atlanta. I'm not in Atlanta, but I'm about 40 minutes northeast of the city over there. So I'm not too far from you down there in the Florida line. And I really just follow this because California is a shit show. The homelessness out there is ridiculous. The mandates for COVID were unreal. All the stuff Gavin Newsom was in the news every other week doing something freaking crazy and hypocritical. And on top of that, I actually did follow Kevin Paffrath prior to the entire recall on YouTube for his stocks and investment channel. And you know, I like the guy. I genuinely like him. So when he said he was going to run for governor, I was like, well, that's interesting. I mean, fucking run it. And I think he did a decent job campaigning, and I think he had good ideas overall, things that I could get behind. I think we need someone who's younger to be in there that has brighter ideas and energy. The only reason I didn't want him to win, and this is 100% the only reason I hoped he didn't win, is because he's just a nice dude. And I don't want to see him, you know, get kind of corrupted by politics or beat down by it. He's got young kids. You know, you want to spend time with your family, watch them grow up. And he's a hardworking dude on YouTube for sure in life, but I'd hate to see him get tainted by politics. But yeah, he does, man. Let's see what you got going on there. So I'm following because of one true thing that Newsom said. What happens in California tends to spread across the nation. Yeah, kind of. I can kind of agree with that. But I do think that there's plenty of places across the country that look at California as like an economic leader across the board. So you're obviously a huge population. There's like New York, Miami, you know, South Florida, anywhere there's either a large amount of people in commerce, or is a giant hub for commerce coming from overseas. So what goes on over there? There's so much money in California around entertainment and around, really, California's mostly the entertainment industry, but there's so much money in that one state, and money's influence is big. It's big across the board. So could it influence what's happening in other places? I mean, you had something like, didn't The Rock stop filming a movie in Georgia based on a political view? He pulled out based on, I can't even remember what it was now. Fucking something over the summer. It was one of those things. They're like, we're not filming a movie there no more because so-and-so is anti whatever. And that's crazy. But that's like a California mindset. So I get it. Some of it could spread across there. I just look at what California does to their people, and it's terrible. Yeah, meet Kevin, man. He's got the guy is smart. He's got the right mindset and the right ideas. I like one of the biggest things that I like about Kevin's entire campaign was education. I really like that. Now, fighting homelessness on paper is easy. You can write it down and go, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. And, oh, you said Ken? Yeah, I'm talking about Kevin. Meet Kevin. There's two Kevins, right? There's Kevin Falconer, who's Republican. There's Kevin Paffrath. But I'm talking about Kevin Paffrath. So, you know, fighting homelessness, that's a tough one because that's more than just a on-paper problem. That's a people problem. That's a mental health problem. That's a financial problem. That's a motivation problem. That's a whole lot of problems wrapped into someone who's homeless. To try to just fix that, that's tough. That takes a whole nother thing there. Yeah, Paffrath. There you go. Meet Kevin Paffrath. But on the flip side of that, the education, I liked his ideas around schools and future schools, and I've got two young kids, and man, what was my kid learning? He was learning Greek mythology. Came home, asked me a question about Greek mythology. And I'm like, why are we learning this? Why are we talking about Greek mythology? I get it. It's cool. It's also thousands of years old. I think we should teach our kids something a little more relevant. He's in, my son's in 8th grade. So look, man, there's got to be something more important than writings from freaking thousands of years ago that we can be teaching this kid. You know, he helps me out with the t-shirt business. He wants to design shirts. He's smart. He's got his own little YouTube channel going. He edits his own videos. What the hell is Greek mythology going to do for him? If you want to be in the arts, you want to be a poet or something, go read some Odyssey. But you shouldn't have to do that just because it's part of the curriculum. Got to do better. So I like the future school idea. I like the idea. I like the idea that your kid can leave high school with skills that will make them successful and make them money in life. There you go. All right. You were a liberal in academia. At least I'm 38. I'm not much older than you, but I didn't go to college. I skipped college and I worked for myself, man. I kind of forged my own road when I was about 21 and just decided to work for myself. I guess I was about 23 when I went full bore working for myself. But I mean, I get it. Like, I get it if it's something that you're interested in. Like, if you're like, you know what, I'd like to learn about this, then take some classes that teach you that. But just as like a general curriculum, they should be learning shit that's more important. My kid, he's not the smartest kid in the world, but he's a smart kid. You know, he's got some smarts to him. But then some days, you know, he just asks me the dumbest fucking questions. And I'm like, how did that come out of your mouth? We got to do a little better. There you go. That's what's up. Damn. Fucking Crush never took a loan or financial aid. That's what's up, man. A lot of people can't say that, dude. I mean, I look, man, I'm a risk taker. I've definitely buried myself in debt more than once. It's just depends on what industry you're in, too. Oh, my dad just sent me a text. Did I listen to NPR? Oh, wow. What is this? This is interesting. He sent me a text. It's freaking... Keep in mind, if you're watching this and you don't live on the East Coast, it's almost midnight. Did you listen to NPR News today? Georgia's Department of Housing is giving $18,000 per household for people who owe back rent since the pandemic. Wow. How do you get that? How do you get some of that? 18 G's. What? What? That's crazy. You went for a business degree, got a master's. If I were to do it over again, I would have invested it in my business instead. Yeah. So, knowing what I know now, if I was to go back and do it again, I probably would have done a lot of the same things I've already done. I mean, I did well. I made different mistakes, but I probably would have picked a career that was less taxing on my body. I had a very laborious job. My business was very laborious. Yeah, inflation is definitely not temporary. Man, inflation is wildly... I mean, if you follow, Kev, if you follow the stock market investing, I would have done that. Now, granted, keep in mind, when we got out of high school, for us to invest in the stock market was so much more difficult than it is now. You know, now it's easy, man. You got kids at home putting money on a cell phone, you know, day in, day out. But we're in a new world and we need to adapt. We need to adapt to what is happening. What is happening in the world? You know, gone are going to be the days of we need to go to school, we need a degree, we need to get a job, we need to work forever. That's gone. That's not going to exist at all. Are you serious? Oh, all right, all right. How that business school never taught you the stock market. That's wild. That is crazy. Bro, I have been dabbling in the stock market for about 3 years. And what I can tell you is that it is a wild ride. It's a wild ride, and it's evolving. How we use the stock market and trade on it, and our access to information changes so fast. You know, there's so many apps now and sites, and the information overload. And I also have to ask myself, how much of the information is legitimately there to help you? Or how much of it is there to lead you in the direction that the big guys want you to go? You know, there's that too. The freaking commercial on my music again in there, yeah. You know, so there is that possibility as well. But you can make a ton of money in the stock market, man. So, a buddy of mine, he's not on here now, but we've been trading stocks together for a minute, maybe about eight or 9 months or something. Since I've been streaming, I used to stream, and I will be in the next few weeks streaming the stock market live every day on trades that I watch and plays that I'm doing. But I have another channel that I do that on as well. But he's been freaking banking on crypto. He buys into this coin called Eyeless Coin. I'm gonna type in the chat. It's right here, and you can buy it on, I think he's buying it on E-Trade currently, and I think you can buy it on TD Ameritrade. And bro, let me tell you, he was buying this stuff when it was like a penny or below a penny. And I remember just going back and forth on the channel, man, you got to get some of this Eyeless, you got to get some of it. And I was like, ah, man, I'm playing this freaking penny stock crypto bullshit. And, you know, go, 2 cents, you get excited. 2.5 cents, you get excited. 4 cents, excited. But let me tell you, that son of a bitch hit over 20 cents. Over 20 cents. Like a week and a half ago, he was hoping it would hit 8, 6, I don't know, 6 rates. So 20 cents. And this isn't like a squeeze. This is just people investing in this particular idea. And, bro, his account has gone from like $2,500 to like freaking 80 grand in this year. Like legitimate gains. It's wild. And he keeps buying more of it, you know. So he's buying these dips. But you know, there's gonna be more of that happening in the future. There's gonna be a lot more of that. Oh, you won a virtual painting. So you won an ETF. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm not into crypto as far as I do not buy and trade crypto anymore. The crypto market is just too volatile for me. And I say that with the full transparency that I love trading options, and it can be the biggest wild ride you've ever seen. But so NFTs have a inherent value to them, right? And I understand the NFT in the sense that you could tag other things along into the art, right? As far as the virtual thing goes, it's only going to be worth what someone's willing to pay for it. But you can definitely set you up a crypto wallet, and selling an NFT, that's a little bit more of a product. It's not like something you can just put on eBay, right? You've got to list it on a certain market, a certain online like marketplace to sell it. But it could be worth, dude. People are buying. Look, we'll look up some dumbass shit while we're watching this. 67-32 with 59% reported. We pretty much know what's going to happen. But yeah, there you go. Okay, so damn, not a single stimulus. All right, so let's look it up here. Sell your NFT. Right, so you can go to crypto.com. I'm going to pop it up here. It'll be behind me, obviously. Right here. Crypto.com. You can sign up and start trading NFTs, which is all just digital art. I'll just accept that shit. I don't know if it's going to let me view them. All right, there we go. Well, there's some stuff there. Sold out. And these things could sell for all kinds of shit. And what you have honestly could be worth whatever someone's willing to freaking pay for it. So what you'll get is an artist who puts together like a little series of digital art, right? Like this one here drops. You have a certain amount of time to buy it. Drops September 20th. You'll have like a couple pieces. And then it tells you a little bit about the artist. Now, what I like in terms of NFTs is something that has a more significant value than just owning a digital thing, right? So Gary Vaynerchuk talked about selling an NFT that would, if you owned it, it would give you lifetime access to keynotes that he put on. If you could get in any keynote he did, or something like if you bought one from the Mavs, you could go to any Mavericks game, or you know, you bought one that was an AMC NFT and you could go to any movie theater for free for life as long as you owned it. Something like that would be pretty cool. For sure. That would be pretty dope. Just owning the little image, I don't understand the hype behind that, but that also goes down to the theory of, well, we're just going to create wealth, and that's what this generation is doing. And absolutely, man, if you hop on there and you're still a part of the show, we'll keep talking about it as we're watching this shit show unfold in California. That is mostly green, which is disgusting. And we'll see what happens. But I think that NFTs are just another way that the newest generation has created to get rich without really doing much work. Like, you got people on there buying NFTs, buying little collections like what I just had pulled up here. And, you know, you might pay, let's just say you paid $300 for this. And then next week you sold that one thing that you paid $300 for $30,000, which is insane. It's also crazy to me that people have that much effing Ethereum laying around that they just want to waste it on freaking digital art that has no intrinsic value. That is also crazy to me. But if you've been buying Ethereum for that long, look at that shit. Top creators, Aston Martin. Holy balls. How much was this NFT? What is that? What is this? Can we, is this something that just, it's a profile? What's the listing? Doesn't show me how much it is. We're going down a weird path, people. Oh my God! What? Look at that! Look at that! $10 million! What the hell did you get for $10 million? That's not Ethereum. Holy balls. So you buy this video. Boy, that better come with 10 cars. That better come with 20 cars. Holy shit. That's unbelievable. Make offer. I'm going to offer them. Can I offer? I need to sign in. I want to offer them $14 for this. Because holy shit. Could you imagine? There's some other ones on here that are, wow. Crazy money. Freaking crazy. Ah! This is painful to watch. Gavin Newsom stay in office. We need you to stick a dagger in my eyeball. Kevin got 11%. Still a 500,000 votes, man. Close to 500,000. Wow. 59% reported. So we can pretty much presume at this point it's going to be hard to make up that gap. Bro. Oh, they called it. They called it checkmark. They called that shit checkmate. Right there. Wow. Oh. Well, it's official. I think, yeah, I'm going to say they call it. They put a check mark next to them. That's pretty much calling the race. 59% reported. They got Mono County, El Dorado, Alpine. There's not enough people there to move it. Santa Cruz County. How have they not reported any from Santa Cruz County? I mean, that doesn't make sense. But I'm going to say that they called it right there. Yeah. There it is. Bam. Voters have chosen not to recall California Governor Gavin Newsom. All right, man. Here's what we got to do. Yeah, right. So they accounted for, no, they accounted. They're saying that there's not enough votes left, right? So we have to understand how they get to this. 59% of how do they know 59% of ballots have been counted if they've only counted 59% of the ballots? You wouldn't, in order to get to 59%, don't you have to count 100% of them to know that you've only got 59% left? This is just me thinking out loud. It's like almost midnight. Am I wrong with this presumption? Does that make sense to anybody else? Where do you get this number? Is that of registered voters, of people who said they would show up? Is that like 100% RSVP to the party, 59% showed up, and of those 59%, 67% wanted to stay? What if the other 40% all voted yes, removed from office? That's a far stretch, right? But if you counted all the no's first, it's possible. That's 40%, dude. That's a lot. Think about the 2021 election. It wasn't called at no damn 60% of ballots counted. I'm just saying, I don't understand how they get to that, but it is just an image you own. You are right. As far as that goes, you are correct. It is just an image. That is what an NFT is. Yeah, you're right. I don't understand it either. You're like, well, that person came in and we counted. I guess that's how they get there. Maybe they have like one of those little like clickers and they click it, or one of those little carousel things, so they know how many people walked in to vote, and they've counted 59% of the people that showed up. But if I was a conspiracy man, I would say that they counted enough of the no's and they didn't count enough of the yeses. If I had a stack of yeses and no's and I counted 59% of them, and I put most of the ones I counted were no's in one pile, and it left 40% that were all yes. I don't know, man. I'm just thinking out loud. It seems fishy. The way we do shit's weird. Elections are weird. They're like, oh, we got far enough. Close enough. Name one other thing where 60% is close enough. I'll wait. First of all, go take a test. If you get 59% on that test, you fucking failed that test. You do not get to pass go and collect $200. You got to do better than 59%. Count the 80. Unreal. Yeah, I would agree with you. Conservatives are like, we're going to fucking show up, show our presence. And Democrats, man, they're going to mail it in from home all quiet and shit like they did in Georgia. I remember that Georgia was like, you going to vote Democrat, Georgia? And they were like, but secretly they were like, that's what happened. As many people as I know and talk to in Georgia, none of them motherfuckers voted Democrat. And somehow we turned Democratic state. Yeah, I don't know, man. They've only been, first of all, the polls closed less than 1 hour ago. They closed at 8 p.m. So they counted all those votes and submitted them in 53 minutes. It's got to be a record. It's got to be a freaking record. What we got there? About 8.5 million votes counted in 53 minutes. And they definitely were not counted by anyone wearing a Trump shirt. They got that guy out of there. Wow. Oh, man. That's wild. And look at Larry Elder's lead to replace him. That's big, man. 1.7 million votes. Wow. In 2020, they took 6 weeks. I don't know, it wasn't 6 weeks, but it was a long time. Look, man, Arizona is still counting votes. Someone's outside like, got one. Got one. It's out here by the boondock. Got one. Man, add it to the pile, Jerry. Fucking found another one. Fucking says Biden on it. Looks like it was handwritten in crayons. I could put it in a pile. Man, unreal that many people want Gavin Newsom to stay. All right, here's what we're going to do. Yeah, oh, dude, the media is not saying shit. The only person saying shit about the audit is Mike Lindell. The MyPillow guy. How did the MyPillow guy become the face of 2020 election fraud? I am blown away by this all the time. Amazes me that he's the face of it. It's unreal. My belief, 2024, Trump is definitely going to run for president. For sure. I'm going to turn this down. He is going to run again. And let me tell you something. The game that man will play will be like nothing we've ever seen before. Yeah, Mike Lindell, buddy. I think that the game in 2024 will be so much different. So if you follow any of the Free as Fuck shows that me and Marshall do on this channel, we've talked about the election and we've talked about politics a good bit over the summer. And looking back for me, I have my ideas on how it all went down, especially like even from 2015, 2016, how Trump played the game to win, and then how I believe the Democrats played the game to defeat him on the second go around, and now going into round number 3, how I think he would come back and beat him again, because the game is different. You know, I think he played the off the jump. He went and played the I'm going to go get the votes that you don't go to and get. I'm going to fly, boots on the ground, grassroots, talk to people, shake hands, make people feel good in America again, make America great again. I think Trump did an excellent job at reaching people and got votes. Not to mention he was running against Hillary Clinton, which worst candidate he could have run against. I mean, strong as an individual and a name and a namesake and a powerful person. But bad as in the fact that it's tied to a bunch of shady, scandalous bullshit. So the fact that he even defeated her was amazing. However, going into what we just saw, knowing that he would play the same game, and he did, he played the same game, he just amped it up a little bit with social media. They just went rampant and turned everything against the man. You know, they went viral against Trump, and he lost. You know, they played a different game. They put him in a position where there's no right answer. Let's be honest. That president, regardless of whether you like him or not, was put in a position several times where no answer is a good answer to the situation that he was presented with. So I think moving forward, it will be a completely different game, and that's definitely going to depend on what happens over the next 2.5 years in our country. But it'll be a different game on how to get the votes. You know? Yeah, when you look at the reaction to Biden showing places in Trump. Yeah, I mean, look, man, we all know what Biden was doing. We all knew what was going to happen. You know, my thing is they're both too fucking old to do the job. I don't want Donald Trump to run for president. If you're gonna run a Trump, run Trump Jr. We need a younger dude. I don't want if you're over the retirement age in this country, you cannot be president. You can't. You don't go from what are the jobs that retirees do? You're old. You worked your whole fucking life. You're tired. And you're bored. And you go greet people at Walmart. That is the stereotypical old person job. Greeter at Walmart, right? You go work at a zoo. I don't know. Something like that. You go do something easy. You don't do the most difficult, stressful job on the fucking planet. That's not on the check. It's not Walmart greeter, petting zoo operator, President of the United States. Shouldn't even be on the checklist. It's off limits. You're not allowed to do it. If you were alive when Hitler was alive, you're not allowed to do it. You can't be president. You're too old. Too old. Look, I had to go help my mom transfer her files from her desktop on her freaking Windows computer to a MacBook that she bought. You can't be president, Mom. You're too old. That's what I'm saying. And if you're say I'm insinuating that Joe Biden could not do that task, you are also correct. Too old. We need younger voice. Jesus. Yes, look at the welcomes people at Costco. Oh, hell. I don't even listen to him talk anymore. I used to think it would be funny and I could make some good comments about it, but now it's just sad. It's just sad. You're like, oh, Biden. The only thing that sucks, and when you start getting into the stock market, you will realize this. When anyone in the government opens their mouth, stocks go boom, boom. They turn very red. They don't ever say anything positive. Ever. It's not a thing. It's all bad news. Larry Elder got almost 2 million votes. Damn, Kevin. Come on, Paffrath. You got some votes hidden out there somewhere you could drop off. Listen, how crazy would it be if they do this and then at like 1:30 a.m. it just spikes up? And it's like, yes, removed from office. That would be epic. It'd be that Biden backdoor hitter sneaking in from behind. Come knock him out. That'd be friggin' awesome. I feel like my video is frozen. My video is frozen, isn't it? Son of a bitch. All right, let me deactivate, reactivate. Sometimes it does that. GoPro app gets a little bit finicky. There we go. Dude, yeah, man. Pelosi's husband be buying stocks. They be doing all kinds of shit. Look, we're in a position where everything's voter fraud. Nothing just happens anymore. But some suspicious stuff goes down. We live in a crazy world, man. We live in a world where Grandpa's president, aliens are probably real and no one cares. That's the world we live in. It's now a time where if I was like, hey, man, I legit, and I posted it. I don't know if I posted it on this channel. I know I posted on another channel. I legit this year saw something outside of my house that I could not explain. And in 38 years on this planet, I've never seen anything that I even remotely questioned. Just like, that was suspicious. And the irony of it is that it blew me away. And you can watch it on my TMF channel. As I did a video and talked about it. The irony of the entire experience is that I have this fucking thing almost on me 100% of the time. This particular incident, my phone was charging because it was like half dead, and it was upstairs charging. I go let the dog out, so I'm like, I'm gonna be downstairs for 2 minutes. You know, he's gonna go outside. It was like, I don't remember what time it was, dusk, 8:30 or something, 9 o'clock, and I see this thing out there that caught my attention because it was weird. It was just this. Didn't look like it should be there, and what it was. And the first thought in my head was, I do not have my fucking phone on me to record whatever that thing is. I want to record that thing that I'm seeing. And I was mesmerized by looking at it. And I was like, if I go upstairs and get my phone, it's going to be gone. It's going to be gone. Whatever it is, it's not going to be there anymore. So I watched it. And I'm like, I cannot be the only person who sees this thing. And after a minute, it did it. It fucking, dude, it was gone. And I went upstairs and I got my phone and I came back outside and I filmed the sky because I was like, maybe whatever I saw will fucking come back. But it didn't come back. So long story short, you can watch the video on there if you want to watch it. It's pretty funny. But I run into my neighbor like a day later, and she's walking her dog, and just out of the blue, I was like, I'm outside, and I saw this fucking thing, and she was like, you saw that thing? And I was like, I saw it. Did you see it? And she's like, I saw it. I didn't think anyone saw it. I was like, what the fuck was that? And she's an older lady. She was real sweet. She's since moved. She doesn't live here anymore. But it was pretty funny. And she was like, I thought maybe it was like a police drone. And I was like, a police drone? She's like, yeah. And I was like, this is the fucking Minority Report we live in, right? It's not a police drone. That motherfucker was like 2 miles away, up in the sky. No drone you're going to see from that far away. You're not going to see it. I fly drones. I have a couple of them. There's no fucking way you're going to see that. And she's like, I don't know what it was. I'm like, I don't know what it was either. But I saw it. And it was wild, man. You know, who knows what it was? It was a thing that was hovering in the sky, off above the tree line. It was lit up bright enough for me to be like, the fuck is that? And then it just went into the fucking clouds. Just, I'm talking, it went from here into the clouds in a matter of 2-3 seconds, and it was fucking, it didn't come back. Whatever it was, didn't come back. But we live in a world where that shit happens and no one cares. Gavin Newsom remains governor of California. So this is what we need to do. Collectively, there's at least 2.7 million people that should be on board with this plan, according to this map. The rest of us that don't live there can also get behind this. If you own a shovel or any kind of digging utensil, maybe a pickaxe or one of those picks, that would be helpful. We need to form a line around, I wish my arm would go over there. We need to form a line. Here we go with a mouse, right? Right here. Okay. See where the mouse is? And we need to start digging a trench until California falls off into the ocean. Problem solved. Then we don't have to worry about it anymore. And honestly, most people think it's going to fall off in the ocean anyway. Let's just give it a push. Nancy Pelosi, Gavin Newsom, just push them the fuck off this planet. 49 states. No more. I can't deal with it. Man. Wow, that's pretty crazy. That's a pretty crazy story right there. A police helicopter above all the police cars. That's funny. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know what I saw. I know it wasn't anything that I've fucking ever seen before. It wasn't a helicopter. It was silent, made no noise. You can hear a helicopter in the distance from a mile away. I mean, it was probably, judging by the tree line stuff, it's probably a mile and a half away from me. So, I mean, it's a good little click. But, you know, fucking is what it is, man. What is this shit? Oh, what's up, Leonard? He's probably got his own show going on. But, well, that's it, man. Look at that. Oh, whoa. Nothing's changed. Psych. They're going to keep that dude in there. We need to start digging. That should be the next thing. Maybe we can start a GoFundMe. Let's start a GoFundMe page to knock California into the ocean. I don't know how much it would cost. We need at least a few million people, enough to pay a few million people to take like 3 or 4 days off work. And we can make it happen. We can just knock it off the country. Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Check out some of the content on there. I have another channel as well. It's the TMF podcast that I talk about stocks and investing and other stuff and fun stuff that I do, as well as this show. I run both channels. The free as fuck one's a little bit. But you stay safe out there too, man. And you know what? Wake up tomorrow and just be glad you don't fucking live in California. So have a good night. I think I'm gonna call it a night too, man. This shit show's over, apparently. So we might as well wrap this bad boy up. If you joined the show, hit the like button. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel. Yada blah blah. If you're just joining it now, you missed the shit show that was Gavin Newsom still governor. So There you go. I won't say anything hateful against Gavin Newsom or wish any harm upon him, but also I will not be mad if any does happen to him. Because fuck that dude. You guys have a good night.